Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here, Team Toyota of Princeton, to check out this brand new 2024 Toyota Corolla SE 5-door hatchback in magnetic gray metallic. So we're going to check this out today, see what Toyota is bringing with the Corolla hatchback for the 2024 model year. So let's dig in. Front end of the Corolla SE hatch, magnetic gray, goes great with the gloss black grille. Toyota badge in the middle, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, functionality on the grille down below. But then I like the fact that they go back to body color down here and not all gloss black along here. I think that would have been too much. And then it wraps around nicely into the fog lamp housing right here, and then more body color around the edge. It's got a really nice front end design here on this Corolla hatch. The wheel and tire package on this SE hatchback Corolla, we have a 16-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, all silver, Toyota badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Now the 16-inch wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Avid GT all-season tires, 205 on the width of 55 series sidewall 16s, all four corners, front wheel drive. But let me know what you think about these plain silver wheels. It doesn't exactly look like it goes with the car to me, considering the vibe is this blacked out and with magnetic gray look. So let me know if maybe you would change these wheels up, maybe tone them down a bit, or maybe go black. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now we're looking at the full side profile. I do love the magnetic gray with no chrome around the window surrounds. Looks good. Gloss black on the side view mirror. Looks good. Love the shape of this Corolla hatchback for 2024. It's just really well proportioned. It's got some nice body lines coming off the front fender, going right up through the top of the door handles into the tailgate area, and then another nice haunch over the rear door that goes into the taillight. Gives it a good sense of motion. I think the color works on this as well. Let me know what you guys think. Moving in closer, we're gloss black on the side view mirror with LED turn signals, color match on the front and the rear door handle. Up top, we do have a roof spoiler coming off the black with the black roof, which I do like. Here's the two-tone with the magnetic gray and then the black roof coming down right here at the back of the door where it meets and then goes right into the tailgate area. Love the way they separate that. Roof spoiler coming off the top, gloss black shark fin antenna, no sunroof on this SE Corolla. Rear end of this SE hatch, love the color, love the difference between the gloss black and the magnetic gray. Roof spoiler coming off the top, blacked out Toyota badge on the middle of the tailgate area. Corolla in black on the left of the tailgate, SE in black on the right. Would have liked to see them try to extend this roof spoiler a bit and tuck this up here, clean this area up. Let me know what you think. Love the fact that we have LED taillights and the LED turn signals up top. Gloss black down around here, but then again back to body color, which I think was a great move. And we have the exhaust tucked up underneath the bumper. All right, we're under the hood of this 24 Corolla hatch, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Toyota's 2-liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a CVT transmission. 169 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 32 in the city, 41 on the highway, 35 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much do I have to pay for this? Love the magnetic gray paint. Not so sure about the silver wheels, but I can fix that. So what are we looking at? We have 3 trims in 2024 for the gas version of the Corolla. We have SE, which is this one, Nightshade, and then the top trim is going to be the XSE. So with this entry-level trim, we have a total MSRP base of $23,355. Now, this one has a few options, so we need to add in $500 for the black two-tone roof, an extra $289 for the all-weather floor liner package, an extra $218 for the blackout package, which is the black emblem overlays and the rear bumper protector, and then an extra $150 for the mud guards. We then have to add in destination and delivery of $1,095 from Toyota's Aichi, Japan assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP for this 5-door hatch SE trim Corolla from the factory of $25,607. Before we get to the rest of the review, I do want to let you know that Team Toyota of Princeton is providing Shabby's Ride subscribers with special pricing on this Corolla hatchback or any other Corolla that may be on the lot for sale. But you need to do three things. First, you need to click below and subscribe to the channel. Two, you need to call Team Toyota of Princeton at the number on the screen below and give them the promo code to unlock that special pricing. So now, let's get back to this review. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The all-season mats are in the cargo area at this time. We're looking at the seats. We're going to have manual seats for both the driver and the front passenger. And then we're going to have black fabric seats with some white stitching. Nice headrest, nice bolstering. We have an insert design to kind of dress it up a little bit. Same on the front passenger seat. But for a base trim, it looks pretty good. Door panels, we're going to have soft touch up top, then we're going to have brushed aluminum on the door handle, a nice soft door armrest with the white stitching to kind of lift it up a little bit, flat black on the switch gear, a nice grab handle as well, pretty good sized door pocket for a small vehicle. So overall, really nice looking door panel. Now, up top, soft touch, more brushed aluminum that goes right into the heat and air vent, more of the stitching with the soft touch up here, all soft touch. And then down below, nice large glove box. Infotainment screen, we're going to have Toyota's updated infotainment screen, 8 inches in size. We have our navigation, but of course with this new over-the-air system, you have to subscribe to a service to get the navigation to work here within the vehicle. So since we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, I'd probably just use my phone for my maps and nav. But you can Bluetooth your phone, play your music, go to your vehicle settings, check any alerts if you want to. You can go back, check your trip information. You can go to settings, do your user profile, customize the vehicle how you would like it, that Wi-Fi hotspot going. So there's a nice amount of things in here and it's easy to use. But again, you need to subscribe to a service to get the navigation within the car to work. Now, if we go to reverse, nice large backup camera. Wish we had some trajectory here, but we don't. But it's nice and clear, and it takes up the whole screen, which I like. And now, as we come down, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, single zone climate control right here with your with your switches right here for the HVAC controls. Down below here, we do have an area to put your phone, and if you had a wireless charging pad, it would go in there. Now, moving down further, we have our drive modes, which we'll show you when we get to the dash. Traction control off right there. Here's the gear shift with the nice gator and the stitching to go through the CVT transmission. Down further, auto vehicle hold on or off. Then we have our electronic emergency brake, 2 cup holders. And then we have our key fob, fairly plain lock, unlock, panic button, Toyota badge on the back. That's going to do it. And one extra thing, next to the glove box, we do have a USB-C sitting right here, which is a nice touch for the front passenger to plug in. As we get to our very small armrest, but it is soft with the stitching, we can open that up. We have a smaller area for storage, but we have a 12-volt and another USB-C. Steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, Toyota badge there, some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up a bit. It is a round bottom wheel, but I'm not having an issue getting in and out of the cockpit of this Corolla hatchback. It is a smaller one because it is a small car, but not bad to get in and out of. We do have flat black on the switchgear, telephone voice commands on the left with your volume and then your controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right side, you got your adaptive cruise control, safety suite controls, modes for your infotainment system, and Seek for your music. We do have paddles right here. And then we have our headlight controls on the left, and we have our front and rear wiper on the right side. Down below here, adaptive high beams, bright and dim the dash. And if you want to open your fuel filler, that's way down here on the floor next to your foot, right down there. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, which is a nice touch for a base trim vehicle. And now we have our dash right here in the middle, where we have analog gauges for our speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then we have a smaller display in the center where you can go through additional information. We do have sub-menus as well, so you can have just whatever you would like up here as you go down the road. And so it's, it's a base dash, but it's easy to use, and it gives you what you need to know as you go down the road. Drive modes, what do we got going on for drive modes? We're looking at Sport, a little bit of red on top. Normal goes to blue, Eco goes to green, but we'll be rocking in Sport since this is an SE. Overhead console, you want the dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door. The door button needs to be pushed in and left in. When you open the door, lighting comes on. When you close the door, lighting will dim out. So that is nice. No roof controls to show you. We move over to our sun visor with vanity and a light, LED lighting on the interior of this base trim SE, which I really like. And then we have a slider to block out the side sun. Getting into the back seat of the Corolla 5-door hatch, I have the seat set for my driving position. So let's see how it goes. Little tight, got a low bridge. So if you're my height, you might need to duck so you don't bang your head. Up here as this roof line swoops down into the hatchback area. But once I'm in, at 5'11", I got enough room for my knees, for my shoulders, for my head. We have fabric all the way down with a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. And in the center console, we have 2 USB-Cs. So for a small car, we have 4 USB-Cs. 1 up front for the front passenger, 1 inside the armrest for the driver, and 2 in the back for the 2 rear passengers. That's great. Now, as we look at the back door panel, everything's looking the same. However, instead of soft touch up top, we have hard black plastic. So here's our front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking the same, other than the flat black plastic instead of our soft touch with stitching. We come to the rear seats, again cloth with the design on the insert, but they're pretty comfortable. And look at this, we have a center armrest, semi-soft with 2 cup holders, but a semi armrest in a base trim vehicle. Thank you, Toyota, for doing that. I don't know how many of these small cars I review where the base trim does not have any armrest. That's the way to do it. But in the back here, really nice and comfortable once you get in, and we do have our LED dome lighting back here as well. So they got you covered back here in this Toyota. We're getting into the cargo area of this Corolla 5-door hatch. We don't have a power lift gate, so we come to the back, and right underneath the Toyota badge, there's a little cubby right there. Hit the button, lift it up, nice and easy to lift up. And once you lift it up, what are we looking at with the rear seats up? We're looking at 17.8 cubic feet of space. We have the all-season cargo mat that says Corolla, which is a nice touch. We look underneath here, and what do we got? We got a spare tire, which I like as well. So thank you, Toyota, for including the spare. We do have this pesky tonneau cover, which I'm going to have to take down so we can put the rear seats down. So once we have the rear seats pushed down, have to get this one fully flat. Sometimes they hit against the back of the seat, so you may have to adjust the seat in order to get them down. That's a top tip. And now we can put this tonneau cover. All right, now that I got that tonneau cover back up, I needed 2 hands to do that. My apologies for that. But now with the rear seats down, we're looking at 23 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Corolla hatch, which is nice, and it's nice and wide. And if you want to fit taller items in, this tonneau cover can be removed and stored, and then you got plenty of room for those taller items. It's a really nice wide opening here on this little Toyota 5-door hatch. Let me know what you think about it. The Corolla window sticker, we'll zoom on in. Give you the action. Here's our fuel economy. Standard equipment right here. Here's our options. Total factory MSRP. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 2024 Toyota Corolla 5-door hatch SE trim. Looking good, feeling good. This is just a really, really wonderful little car. I really like these little Corollas because they're so light on their feet. They're so flickable into the corners. The handling is really, really tight. Feels good, getting some feedback. You know, it was a great base car, which is what this is, to build that GR Corolla from. And you get some of that DNA from GR Corolla into the bones of this one, and it just makes it a fun little, really reasonably priced car to own and drive and get great gas mileage with. So I really like what Toyota has done with this generation of the Corolla, and I love the versatility of the hatchback. I got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear window, no problem. But we have lane keep assist, we do not have blind spot monitoring, we do not have cross traffic alert. Now, that's something I would like to see in all cars, is the blind spot monitoring for sure. Because, let's say I have a car, I spent more money, I got myself an XSE Corolla, and I got the blind spot monitoring, and now my buddy who bought this one doesn't have the blind spot monitoring. We're zipping down the highway together having fun, and he decides to change lanes. He can't see me in his blind spot, he doesn't look properly, and boom. So just because I have it doesn't help me at all. So I think as a point of safety, blind spot monitoring should be in all cars, all trims, to make sure everybody can see each other, because as we know, you always still should look, even if you have blind spot monitoring, but not everybody does. And people don't always look when they don't have it. So an extra added layer of safety will never hurt. But I love the way it drives. It's going to get you some road noise. It's going to get you some wind noise. You're going to feel some of the bumps. It is a small car. It is lower to the ground than you would, than maybe you're comfortable with. If you want to get down into a car or step out of a car and get up out of a car, this may not be the vehicle for you, but it is a fun little car to toss around. And I really enjoy driving these Corollas, and I was so glad that we were able to find a 2024 model year hatchback on the lot, which I really like, and it gets really good gas mileage. You got the economical drive line in here. You have the 2-liter naturally aspirated inline 4 with the CVT. You're going to get big MPGs out of this drive line, without a doubt. The estimate in combined driving on the window sticker is 35. If you own one of these, let me know if you're getting better than that or worse than that, or if that you think that estimate's about right. And we're going to come down the road here. We're going to do a brake test in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, stops on a dime and gives you change, nice and linear. Now we're going to feather in the gas and take off, because we do have a new engine. And down the road we go, and into the turn. Look at that. Really stays planted, a little roll, but not bad, because this isn't the sport version of this car, but really good turn in and turn out on the curves in this little $26,000 car. And with the average price of a vehicle now in the United States at $48,500, 26 grand is a bargain in today's market. So you got to look at it that way too. This is a really good car for that kind of money, and you get some good stuff in here. Now, albeit you don't get heated seats, you don't get ventilated seats, you don't get wireless charging, you don't get that jazz, but you do get a climate control system. You do have an 8-inch wireless CarPlay Android Auto infotainment system. You do have 4 USB-Cs in here for connectivity, so you get some value in this little Corolla hatch. Now, the turning radius in the specs is 18.7 feet, so we'll see. Look at this thing whip around. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is unbelievable. Spot on. This car is just feels so good under my feet too. Gives me a lot of confidence to drive this vehicle. Now we're going to do a little 0 to 60, but we're not going to go crazy. We're going to feather this new engine in. So here we go. And down the road we go. Now this isn't going to set fires. As far as 0 to 60, you want to set fires, go GR Corolla and spend all that extra money. But it's going to get this thing up to speed easily. Unfortunately, we're behind a dump truck now, but that's the way it goes. But what do you guys think about this little Corolla 5-door hatch? I think it's a hoot of a car to drive, and I think it's at a really good price point, brings some really good value. If you're in the market for a small hatchback, I would definitely put this Corolla 5-door hatch on my list to test drive, and you can decide what kind of trim you want. You got the SE entry level, which is what this is. You can move up to Nightshade, or you can go all the way up to SXE if you want to stay within the gas only trim levels. But you can also go hybrid on the Corolla if you so choose and get even more fuel economy. But with the hybrid setup, you're going to obviously pay more money for it, so that's something you're going to have to weigh. But let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Would you go with this car? Would you go Corolla? Would you go to a different trim, or would you go somewhere else with your hard-earned money? Let me know in the comments. But I want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota Corolla SE 5-door hatchback for review this morning. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.